Hi, welcome to Padma Yoga. Thanks for joining us today. We're looking at how our yoga and meditation practices can be directly applicable in our everyday real life. Today we're looking at the situation of high blood pressure and how yoga can really help to decrease high blood pressure. Also, we're looking at meditation practices which directly are proven to lower blood pressure. So stick around for that. Our Sanskrit word today is drashta, which literally means the seer or the knower. And this word is a very useful philosophy, useful idea in our meditation, as we'll explore the idea of the witness self in meditation. Our feature poses today include a series of cooling practices. These are not the regular fiery sequences, but more the moon sequences, the calming down practices to also help to decrease that blood pressure. Let's start with exercises. I'm joined by my friends Paulina and Megan. If you just come to your feet, standing square on both feet, and just begin with dropping your head over to one side and roll those shoulders back and down. Feel your spine nice and tall, but just relax the ear over. And now come back to center and the other head goes over, the other ear goes over. And then back to center. Now shoulder rolls, squeeze up, push back and down. And just 3 more times, squeeze up, back and down. Back and down. Really rotate the upper back muscles here. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring the thumbs under the armpits and just roll the shoulders with the elbows making big circles around you. And twice more like this. Beautiful. Now the hands come down. Let's going to do arms fly up, which is simply to let the arms float up like great big wings, drifting up into the air, and look up at the backs of your palms face each other. And just hold here. Feel a lovely long stretch in your back. And then let the arms float down. Very calming for the system. And again, let's try. Inhale as you gently let the arms rise up. And just let them float down, breathing naturally. Okay, let's take the right hand only up now. Stretch tall and just lower the shoulder and turn the palm in as you reach over into a side stretch. Just breathing nicely into the side ribs. And come back to center. And now the left arm comes up. Again, drop the shoulder, turn the palm in, and over you go. Breathing into the side ribs. Nice, and right back to center. Now let's just do some torso twists. Right hand comes to left shoulder. And then left to the right shoulder, just starting to loosen up. Swing loosely through your arms, through your upper back. And a couple more times, just to let loose a bit here. Good, and come back to center. Now we're going to reach behind and interlace the fingers. You can press the palms together and keep your elbows bent. Now we're going to squeeze up the shoulders, let the head drop back and look right up at the ceiling, a big, wide open, stretching lion face. And relax, try that one more time. Squeeze your shoulders in a big stretching face. And then relax the arms, let them swing a little bit. Nice, now come down to the knees and just a couple of knee circles. And then reversing directions. And then curling up, roll your shoulders back. We'll see you right back after the break for our feature cooling sequences. welcome back to Padma Yoga. I'm going to do some forward folding postures. You'll find that forward folds are very soothing and cooling on the nervous system. Beginning standing with your hands together. Find your center before you move. Then let your hands drop down and raise up. Reach for the sky, bring the hands together and just bring them straight back down center. Exhale. Inhale, rising up, palms together and right down center. Again, exhale. Inhale, reach and exhale down the center. One more time. And down to center. Beautiful. Now step aside with your feet, comfortably wide with the toes slightly out. I'm going to do some forward folding here, so you can bring your hands actually to your hips and slightly bend your knees. Then just flat back, forward folding. Try to keep your back a little flat as you go forward. And here you can use props to lean on, or if you can go all the way down and comfortably touch with your fingertips or with your palms. And simply hang forward here as best you can. You might want to cross your arms, so you're folding your arms and just hanging the head right down. Give your head a bit of a shake, give your shoulders a bit of a shake. Let your knees be soft, don't need to lock the knees. And then from here, simply walk your hands over towards the right knee. Again, keeping the knees soft, reaching the chest towards the leg, and simply reach your head down towards that knee. You can turn your foot slightly out if you feel any strain in the knee. Reaching the chest down, drop your head. And relax, exhale. And softening the knees, walk the hands back over towards the other side. And the toe can be relaxed out. Reaching the chest forward. And again, just exhaling. You'll find exhale breaths are also extremely soothing for the nervous system. And bending the knees, walk back to center. One more, reach down, let the head drop right down like you're trying to touch your head right to the floor. Straighten those legs as best you can. And then bend the knees, pull the belly in and curl slowly up through your backbone. Just coming up, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Bend your knees and step back to center. Beautiful. Now bringing the hands back to center. Going to go forward fold. One more breath. Exhale, inhale, and right down center, and then forward folding down to the floor. So reaching down and just sink down onto your knees. So now you're in a hero's pose. You can have your toes tucked under behind if that works for you, or put a bolster or block under you, or you can just settle down on your feet if that's comfortable too. We'll do some more forward folding from here. So hands down, inhale and exhaling forward. Just curl up in your back, lifting your head and exhaling forward. Curl up in your back. Twice more. Real bowing forward pose. Exhaling out. Curling up. And last time. Exhale. And curl up. Now just sitting on your knees for a moment if you can. Again, you can be sitting on a chair for this also. Bring your hands back behind, clasp, reach your arms back and squeeze your shoulders up. Squeezing super tight. Hold the breath for a moment and then exhale, let the arms drop. Try that one more time, reaching back, interlace, squeeze your shoulders. And release, and just let the arms hang. Beautiful. Now coming over onto the floor. Stretch both legs out in front, left and right, just about as wide as you can. What you can do is just shunt yourself forward a little bit with your hands. You can also have bolsters under the knees, or you could be sitting on a cushion, whatever makes it work for you. I know a lot of people have very tight hamstrings in this one. Hands on the floor again, walking forward. And instead of slouching your back, try to lift up the chest. Don't let the toes roll in, but keep them nice and vertical. And reaching forward as far as you can. If you can get down to the elbows, that's great. You can use props, anything that helps you in these poses. Big exhale. Now let's walk the hands towards the right knee and try to rotate the whole torso towards the leg, reaching the chest forward. And again, let your head drop down and exhale. Lifting up, reaching forward still, walk the hands, cross the floor over towards the other leg. Again, lift the chest towards the toes, reach forward, and then drop your head down. Exhale. And walking the hands back to center, pull the belly in as you come right back up and bring the right foot into your thigh. Now we're just going to turn towards that left leg and reach forward with the hands as far as they'll go. Again, any props or bolsters under your knees helps, or maybe a strap to help you really extend the stretch here. Lifting the chest, reaching forward, and then let your head drop. Really feel the whole body breathing. Inhale and exhale. Lifting up, nice and tall, change legs, so one leg stretches out, the other comes into the thigh. Again, rotate towards the front leg, lift up and just walk your hands out as far as you can, reaching the chest, press both knees down if you can, or have them on bolsters. Reaching, drop your head down, just breathing, exhale here, you can stay here. Enjoy this stretch. We'll see you right back after the break for our Sanskrit word, drashta. Hello, welcome back to Padma Yoga. We're looking at how our yoga and meditation practice can directly help to decrease high blood pressure. In our modern society, hypertension tends to be one of the most damaging syndromes people suffer from. It affects the heart and the whole circulatory system. So our yoga is not just for exercising and sweating and getting fit, but more importantly almost is the yoga of relaxing, of absolutely calming down the nervous system. I'm going to show you some poses which will be just great for decreasing any hypertension you might have. Our Sanskrit word today is drashta, which means the knower or the seer or the witness self. When we meditate on this pure witness, it cuts right through all of the tension and the worry in the mind field. We might be thinking in our head, oh, I'm late for work, or I'm in a traffic jam, or something's going on in your mind. So if every day you can simply take some time to cut through that mind and to reconnect with the pure witness self, that space of pure knowing in you, it will decrease any hypertension and worry that you might have. Now we're going to explore one of my favorite poses, both for decreasing high blood pressure and for reconnecting with that knowing spirit in yourself. This is the famous feet up the wall pose. So what we're going to do is set up against the wall a cushion just right near the wall and have a blanket rolled up nearby. So in this pose, Megan's going to help me demonstrate. If you sit first of all with your hip and shoulder right against the wall. It's a good way to start. So find yourself there, and then just let yourself spin and turn around with the head coming right down here, and the feet will naturally kick up onto the wall. You might need to just inch your seat towards the wall, so it's just as if you're sitting with your feet up the wall. This cushion here will elevate your hips and create a nice lengthening, a stretch in the low back muscles. Is that comfortable on your neck? There you go. And you can adjust this and make sure your neck is supported underneath. There's no strain here. You can slightly bend the knees as well if you just need to soften that a bit. Just take a moment to feel your weight on the floor. Feel the weight of your legs dropping back into the back of your pelvis. If you perfectly align your legs with the back of your pelvis, you get a wonderful sensation of pressure points at the back of the hips. Feel that your spine is in perfect alignment and your chin is right in center line with your chest. So give your head a little bit of a wiggle and make sure your chin is right in center. And now just nod your head down, dropping your nose. This helps to lengthen the back of the neck vertebrae. Super comfortable pose. Now, variation of this is just simply to bring one knee down, bending one leg, and just pause here for a second. You'll feel how this stretches the low back muscles. And just enjoy feeling the shoulders roll back, feeling the head drop down, feeling your shoulders and hips in alignment, and changing legs. Again, never creating any strain in this pose. You can breathe and feel your breath in your back body. Feel the gravity pulling at your back and all the contact points of your back. Now you can draw both feet down together and just feel that extra stretch in the low back. You might want to bring your hands out to the sides and just hold them as if you're hugging a tree. Your arms are slightly up in the air. You can try the earth mudra too, touching the thumb to the fourth finger. And just let your shoulders relax back here. It's a very soothing pose for the back, as if you're hugging a giant tree. If this is straining your knees, you can always stretch them up to straight up the wall again. Now we're going to bring the hands just onto the shoulders and feel the breath rising and falling in the shoulders. Feel the inhale and feel the exhale. And stretch your legs right up the wall and bring your hands just down to your belly. I'm going to cover Megan's eyes with an eye pillow. You can totally relax in this pose. Just let yourself be totally at ease. You can let your legs go into any pose that feels comfortable. Feeling the breath in and out. Give yourself some time here. It's a beautiful pose to chill down the nervous system. See you right back after this for our final meditation. Welcome back to Padma Yoga. Our Sanskrit word today is drashta, that seer or knower or witness self. And when we meditate on that, it does tend to cut right through all of the mind's worries and concerns that do directly create hypertension. When you think a stressed out thought, your entire body tenses, and over time that becomes a chronic situation. It's very bad for your blood pressure, which will tend to go up at that time. So changing the thought is important for decreasing high blood pressure. And in meditation, you can do that by concentrating on yourself as the knower of the thoughts. So instead of getting all wrapped up in what you're thinking, in meditation, you stop and step back and realize that you're the one who's actually observing your mind's thinking. You're the one able to look at what you're thinking. So you must be the observer of your thinking. And just that simple little switch frees you from all of that stress, all of the tension. And so in your meditation, you practice being that pure drashta, the seer of all of what your mind is doing. And in that way, the mind tends to relax. I'm going to show you now some very useful mudras for the heart and for blood pressure. This one, you take the second finger and cross it over the thumb, and then touch the thumb to the third and fourth fingers, extending the pinkies, and just stretch out like this. This is actually a first aid remedy for heart attacks. So you can just assume this mudra, and it strengthens your heart. This will decrease your blood pressure. So there's physical practice we can do. Another one is Shitali breathing. In this one, we're going to inhale through the teeth and exhale through the nose, just like this. Ready? Three more times. Once more. And just stay in your meditation. Meditation is the best remedy for decreasing high blood pressure. So practice meditation every single day. Thank you.